And in 2008, the largest coal ash spill in history happened in Tennessee. It sent 5.4 million cubic yards of coal ash into 2 rivers. Since the incident, the EPA has been working to tighten up restrictions on coal ash ponds. In this KMUH Goes Green report, Tiege Dooley-Panko gives us a look at what could happen to coal power plants in the future.
After coal is used at the Columbia Power Plant, it's taken to the coal ash pond on site, referred to as Moore's Lake.
The EPA, when they were inspecting it, they were concerned about it possibly overflowing. They were also concerned about the structural integrity of it.
The EPA is making a ruling in December that could affect how coal ash is handled across the country.
Under a state jurisdiction, we would come up with a plan through the State Department of Natural Resources to determine which coal ash ponds are dangerous, which ones are not, and how to deal with them.
City Power is one business that could be getting involved.
We've been working very closely with the Department of Natural Resources and municipalities around the state to offer solutions for their coal ash ponds after the EPA ruling gets decided in December.
And they wouldn't be the only ones dealing with the new regulations.
The consumer will be affected because any measures taken to decommission a coal ash pond or change the way the coal ash is handled will see an increased cost to the power company, and those costs are inevitably always passed down to the ratepayer.
But some Columbia residents are okay with it.
I am willing to pay higher energy fees if it does mean greater regulation for environmental concerns.
An independent firm is testing the ground around the Columbia coal ash pond off of Business Loop 70. We should know the results in November or December as to whether or not this coal ash pond is hazardous or not.
For now, the city is trying to be proactive before the EPA ruling.
We always have to look at what might be coming down. A lot of times new regulations might take several years for us to do the work to comply with the new regulations.
After the coal is used at the power plant in Columbia, it can be reused on roadways when snow is on the ground, or it can be shipped back to the mine it came from. Tiege Dooley-Panko, KMUH News, Columbia.
The coal power plant in Columbia only provides about 6% of the city's power. The city gets most of its power from power plants outside of Columbia.